call to order this meeting of the City of Ames Planning and Zoning Commission. The Planning and Zoning Commission is an independent advisory body of the City of Ames City Council. Planning and Zoning Commission members are volunteers of the community and not part of the city administration. The Planning and Zoning Commission is supported by staff from the city's planning division. The commission is responsible for recommendations on matters involving subdivisions, annexations, master plans, and major site development plans, amendments to the zoning ordinance, and comprehensive plan amendments. We make our recommendations based on city codes, the facts presented, and input from the public. As an advisory commission, we welcome all comments regarding the proposed item. Please direct your input to the commission. If the proceedings become lengthy, we may ask that comments be focused on new information not previously presented. You may speak only once on an agenda item. If you wish to speak, please fill out a speaker information card and present it to the recording secretary. We ask that you come to the microphone to speak so that all comments may be recorded. The order of the proceeding for each item on the agenda will be as follows. City staff will present the staff report regarding the agenda item. Commission members will have an opportunity to ask questions of city staff. The applicant will be invited to make a statement regarding the request. Commission members will have an opportunity to ask questions of the applicant. Members of the audience will be invited to come forward and offer comments and questions. Once the public comment period is closed, city staff and the applicant will have an opportunity for concluding remarks. The commission will discuss the application based on all presentations and any comments given and come to a recommendation for city council. The discussion may include further questions of city staff and the applicant for clarification. And with that, we'll move to the first item on the agenda, which is the introduction of commission members.
Julie Winter.
Cheryl Moss.
Mike Clayton.
Mike Sullivan.
Mike LaPetra.
Matthew Voss.
Jim Blickensdorf.
All right, and then we'll move to the next item on the agenda, which is approval of the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Move approval.
Second.
All in favor of approval of the agenda, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Next, we'll move to approval of the minutes of August 6, 2025. Do you have a motion to approve the minutes?
So, yes.
We have a
Second.
motion? Second.
Yes.
All in favor, say aye.
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 All opposed? Motion passes. Now we'll move to public forum. If there's anyone from the audience that would like to come up and speak on an item that's not on the agenda, feel free to do so at this time. Seeing none, we'll move on. Public forum's closed. And we'll move to item 6 on the agenda, preliminary plat for Outlot ZZ The Bluffs at Dankbar Farms, first edition at 3220 Cameron School Road.
Thank you very much. So Friedrich Land Development Company, LLC is requesting this preliminary plat. The location, as you can see here, is located there at the corner of Cameron School Road and GW Carver. This is on an outlot that was created with the first edition of the Bluffs at Dankbar Farms, which was the larger subdivision up here and has homes going into the west currently. There have been several plats that have gone through here these last couple of years. So this particular outlot, though, has remained undeveloped as the developer finalized plans for it. And so they have come forward now with a preliminary plat. So there you can see it's currently zoned ag, and the residential areas are there to the west, and also existing residential areas there to the south. So the proposal is for, just pull it up here. There's an overview of it, 4 lots. And as we mentioned in the report, right now there is a rezoning request with master plan that is making its way through city council. That is scheduled for its 3rd reading at next week's city council. So by the time this item gets to council, the zoning will be in place, which it has to be in order to consider a plat. So there you see 4 lots being created. That is the proposal from the developer. And along with that, there is going to be street construction of Columbus Street going here east to west, which is shown on right-of-way B lot coming off of GW Carver. Additionally, the developer is going to construct right along the west here on the Bluffs at Dankbar Farm side, the extension of Everest coming from the south end here at the north end of this residential neighborhood all the way up to Cameron School Road. So that will complete the connection of Everest straight through. With the 4 lots, just to give you a brief idea of what's anticipated, the north 3 lots north of Columbus will be small scale neighborhood commercial. And to the south, lot 4, the bigger lot, will be a residentially zoned lot with anticipated senior living, memory care. You heard about that when the rezoning request came through. So along with this as well, there are some things that are triggered, and we talk about in the report, from earlier agreements, pre-annexation agreements, and the preliminary plat for the Bluffs at Dankbar Farms. So those 2 particular things are, with the pre-annexation agreement, there are turn lanes that are required to be constructed at Cameron School Road and GW Carver. So I'll just jump down to those quick, and you can see a little better close up there of the widening and the turn lanes that will go in as a result of this, because it's anticipated by the time this is platted, and this is running, with the rest of the residential development to the west, it does trigger those turn lanes to start accommodating that at least slight increase in traffic, especially with some of those new road connections to the west and south coming together. There will also be, of course, some traffic calming measures that will be taken on Everest. So one of those is down here at the boundary here of the, let me go back to that. Yeah, the boundary here to the south, that will be a ped crossing with a raised table. And then also further up here to the north, there'll be a pedestrian crossing with a raised table. And that's required to calm that traffic and slow it down along that longer stretch of Everest, and then also provide for pedestrian access across the street in conjunction with that. Again, we do talk about some various elements of infrastructure and utilities in there, as well as easements. This lot 4, will be able to take access from Everest or up here to the north, Columbus. These 3 lots will take access from Columbus. This one also can take access from Everest. There will be 1 access that will be allowed to be created on the northwest corner of this lot onto Cameron School Road as well. So I think with that covers all the main highlights of the points to talk about with the preliminary plat at this stage. And I can answer any questions you might have.
How far from the School Road is the extension of Columbus out to George Washington Carver?
So the approximate distance, let me get an idea here, hang on. Can zoom in for you. So that's it's almost 380 feet from Cameron School Road down to the Columbus Street extension.
And I'm assuming they've done traffic modeling?
Yes, the turn lanes are being required as a result of traffic modeling that was done with the creation of the Bluffs at Dankbar Farms subdivision. So that design is being triggered with this as a result of that study.
And that study takes traffic generated by this into account?
That's correct. Yep. Existing conditions plus this new, the new subdivisions up here.
Can you talk a little bit about that future signal location at Cameron School Road and GW Carver?
Yeah, so there is a requirement that the developer contribute toward a future traffic signal. And they have contributed, I believe, their portion of that. At this point in time, the placement of that signal and the timing will come with the future development in the area. So development to the east of GW Carver will play into that. The developer here, Friedrich, was required to contribute a portion toward that as well. And I believe they have paid that as of this date. So the plans for that will be finalized more probably in the relative near future as additional studies for development further to the east of GW Carver come together in some of the newly annexed land there on the Borgmeyer side and everything. So yeah, that's really what that is for. And that's kind of the larger grand vision of everything up here. That was also covered, I believe, in the somewhat in the early Bluffs at Dankbar Farms subdivision.
Thank you.
Yep.
Any other questions for city staff? All right. And then I guess if the applicant is here, I don't think the applicant's here, are they? No? So we'll go ahead and move forward without the applicant making a statement. Is there any members of the audience that would like to come and speak on this agenda item? Seeing none, we'll move forward and close the public comment on that. So I guess is the city staff, any additional comments?
No additional comments.
All right. Any additional discussion from the commission? All right. Does anyone have a motion?
A motion for alternative one, the Planning and Zoning Commission can recommend that the city council approve the preliminary plat for the Bluff subdivision located at 3220 Cameron School Road.
Second.
All in favor of the motion, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Now we'll move on to item 7 on the agenda, commission comments. Is there any comments from the commission? No? All right. Any staff comments?
No.
All right. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So move.
We're adjourned.